Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
All right, so I have great news.
Great news?
Great news. Eric, you're gonna love this.
I love great news.
Major Mom.
Yes, I know them.
Is hosting workshops all year long. Organizing workshops.
Organizing workshops?
Long. I think we should go. Don't you think that's just so exciting?
Like where you organize stuff?
Uh-huh.
But they're going to teach us how to organize stuff?
They're going to. So it's for those do-it-yourselfers. You don't necessarily, you're not at this point where you're ready to bring in somebody to help you organize your home. You're going to do it yourself. You just need a few tips and tricks, little tools of the trade. Well, every month, Major Mom is getting ready to host a workshop. Each workshop is only $48 per person, and the first one for 2014 is tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
It's tomorrow, January 9th, from 6 to 8:30 p.m.
Love that.
And it's the title of this particular workshop is Secret Weapon to Getting Organized.
Your secret weapon.
Your secret weapon to getting organized.
Like
and Eric, it's not me.
It's not you?
I'm not your secret weapon to getting organized.
You have been for years.
Well, and, I don't know if it really counts as a weapon, as more as a dull knife then, because, or you're using a hammer when you needed a screwdriver, because it's not really quite the weapon that I thought I would be. But Major Mom, organize and energize,
They
where
can organize anybody.
Getting organized is not a luxury.
It's a necessity.
It is a necessity. You can find more about all of their workshops all year long at majormom.biz/workshops.
Yeah.
You can also find their workshops on our Meetup calendar, our social media calendar. You can find that at meetup.com/therevolution. Click on the calendar tab to see what our members are up to and how you can get involved. There are tons of great resources. Here's
Absolutely.
the thing. No excuses. You say, well, I don't have this, or I don't have that, or I didn't know this, I didn't know that. Check out our calendar. Click on the calendar tab, and you're going to get resources for health and wealth and finances and business and organizing, and it's all there, and it's all included on the calendar.
I love it. And, hey, we got to give a special shout-out to one of our members of the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You know her, know her and love her. Her name is Maxine Kutz-Alcott. She is the owner of A Bloom, which is a florist shop and boutique, gift boutique in the Highlands Ranch Town Center. But, small business done good in a big way. Wedding Wire. Wedding Wire is a trade industry leader in the arena of weddings, and weddings apparently are a big industry. Wedding Wire, A Bloom has won the Couple's Choice for their floral displays and wedding. They're among the top 5% wedding professionals in the nation.
Top 5%, top 5% in the nation. If you've received or been in the presence of a floral arrangement from A Bloom, they are signature style and they speak for themselves. I see all these pictures people post on social media of, somebody brings them a bouquet and somebody brings some flowers, and the flowers are beautiful.
Oh yeah.
But A Bloom arranges. I mean, she takes beautiful flowers and arranges them in a beautiful way that just transcends whatever you thought was possible. Improve your corporate events, give them as gifts. Make sure that you include A Bloom in your phone book when you're looking to buy flowers. It's a great hostess gift. Somebody passes away, great to send flowers.
Absolutely.
They deliver. They're fabulous. Top 5% in the nation. That rocks.
It really does. And congratulations to Maxine and the whole team over there. You can find more information about them at our Extreme Customer Service Directory at experiencepros.com, or just go directly to their website at abloomhighlandsranch.com. I am really excited. We heard somebody speak today, and you might recognize this name, Jerry Brown.
Jerry Brown, PR.
Right. Jerry Brown spoke today, and he asked a question. Could you boil your mission statement into 4 words? Can you communicate what you do?
Communicate what you do,
and
only
who you do it
4
for.
words. So
Yeah,
often
4 words.
people need 45 minutes. They need to sit down and have coffee in order to explain to you what they do, because it's going to take a presentation. It's going to take lots of words. We're going to have to ask a lot of questions. But can you do it in only 4 words?
We can. We make you visible. And we will do that and a whole lot more as we engage throughout the next couple of hours. This is Eric and Angel on the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experienced Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collection means something to you, and that jersey you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights, so it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame the Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame the Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame the Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame the Art. It matters.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. Weisbard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At Weisbard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for Weisbard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at weisbarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Benjamin Franklin once said that nothing is certain except death and taxes. He was right, mostly. What Ben didn't know was that when it comes to death, Mike Heffelbauer, licensed and board certified in funeral services since 1990, has served families with dignity and respect while saving them thousands with their affordable and realistic pricing. Heffelbauer Funeral Services, family owned and community involved. When certainty calls, call Heffelbauer Funeral Services, 720-344-6087, 720-344-6087, or visit HeffelbauerFuneralServices.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff-it-up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Grassroots Radio Colorado with Ken Clark and Jason Worley. Weekday afternoons at 5 on KLZ, The Source.
Hi, this is Scott Watley. Join me every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. for Sportsman of Colorado right here on 560 KLZ, The Source.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros radio show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for the most positive, inspirational hour of the rest of the workday.
You know, you don't often think as the middle of the day as the most inspirational time of the day, but New Year often inspires people to create those new goals. And wouldn't it be terrific to set a new goal of reading a bedtime devotion every night with your daughter or granddaughter? I mean, doesn't that just sound inspiring?
Can I borrow
Precious.
a daughter or a granddaughter?
Well, the quality time in teaching our little ones about God and prayer could certainly be monumental and treasured moments that will live on for years to come. And so we have Sheila Walsh, best-selling author and speaker, has just put out God's Little Princess Bedtime Devotional that will help settle your heart and your mind before everybody goes to bed. Sheila, welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Thanks, Angel. Nice to be with you, and you, Eric, even though you don't have a little girl.
You know,
I don't think anybody's going to lend you one on the radio.
No, probably not.
Not to put to bed at night.
It sounded a whole lot creepier when it came out than I intended. But Sheila, you know, you and I have similar backgrounds in that in our ministry's background, and God has blessed me with so many people to influence. So I'm just going to go that way.
Very nice. Well, we know that there are so many distractions in this day and age, electronics and, you know, just the busyness of life. And so having that special time in the evening as we get to sit and chat and connect with our children, it kind of settles the craziness of the day. So let's talk about how special this book will be.
You know, and I think, Angel, one of the things that I really want is that the last voices, the last conversations in our daughters' heads would be those that come from us, as opposed to what's on television or a video game or, you know, all those things that are fun and have their place. But I don't think they should be the last sound bites that your children hear before they go to sleep. I think those are treasured moments where children can have time with their mom or their dad or grandparents and be able to just unwind and reprocess the day and just have some time to laugh with your little girls and help them maybe ask some of the tougher questions too, because I think our daughters are living in days where there's some very real issues, you know, whether it's bullying or, you know, all sorts of things that are very difficult. And to give them a place that we just clear and make it clear to everybody else, this is time for just for you and I together. I think that gives them an opportunity to think, you know, here's a place I can open up and talk. Absolutely.
I love that. What inspired you to go along the line of princess books?
Because that's never who I was or felt I was as a little girl. I remember really the first book I wrote on Gigi, God's Little Princess, came out of something I witnessed when I dropped my son off at school one morning. He was in kindergarten, and I saw a dad dropping off his little girl, and it might sound a little sexist, but it looked to me like he'd been the one who got his daughter ready that morning because her hair was kind of all over the place, and she had one sock up and one sock down. But he looked in her eyes, and he said to her, you know, I love you, princess. Have a good day. And it was the look in her eyes that so captivated me, because she totally believed that she was a princess because her daddy told her. And I went straight from that place on the school playground to Starbucks and grabbed a piece of paper and a pencil and began to write, because the overwhelming emotion I had was I wish I'd known that when I was her age. Because my dad took his own life when I was 5, and so I never had a dad to tell me that I was beautiful and I was treasured. So I grew up feeling kind of less than other girls. And also the reason I wanted to use the princess analogy was I wanted to help little girls understand that in God's kingdom, princesses are strong and they're noble and they're kind and they serve other people. It's not about sitting around in a frilly dress waiting for other people to serve you, but that princesses in God's kingdom are those with a heart to serve and love others.
Sheila, you know, when I think about bedtime at our home, when the kids were little, it was always really chaotic. You know, they're running around. I'm wanting them to settle down. And it seemed like they would just get more wound up and wanted to talk. And, oh, can I ask you one more question? And can I have a drink of water? And you know what? I'm kind of hungry. And it just seemed to, like, go on. And it turned into a fairly frustrating time of day at our house when the kids were little. And we made a switch at some point. It was probably because of an activity I saw my neighbors doing, and she would go in and pray with her children before they went to bed every night. And it encouraged that conversation because you finally are not distracted. It is the end of the day. I find myself, Sheila, like they want to talk and talk and talk, and I am so tired, but I will not say to them, stop talking, Mommy wants to go to bed. But I almost have to have this internal struggle with myself that this is quality time for them. This is quality time for them. Be the good mommy and have the quality time for them. So having this devotional that kind of keeps us centered and focused sounds like a dream.
I absolutely love it. Sheila, what can you expect when we open the pages of God's Little Princess Bedtime Devotional?
Well, there's 106 devotions, and I've purposely not, given them a specific date or a day in the week, but put something at the beginning where I list all the topics, because sometimes, depending on what is happening in your daughter's life that day, there might be something about obeying, or something about friendship, or something about forgiveness, that I wanted to be able to list the topics at the front so that you could go to one of those and pick that and say, well, look, you said what happened at school today wasn't fair, so let's look at this and let's read about that together. So that I just wanted to provide a resource for moms and dads who, as you say, Angel, at the end of the day, they're just like, would you go to sleep? But when my son was a little wee one, when he was just a baby, I changed that little song. I used to sing to him, go to sleep, I will give you $10. I was so exhausted. I just want to, please, I beg you, go to sleep. And I think when you can provide a resource for parents that doesn't take a huge amount of time and that's fun and that has some direction, I think it gives really nice closure to the day with your daughters.
I think so, too. Where can our listeners get a copy of God's Little Princess Bedtime Devotional?
Any good Christian bookstore or any bookstore with a Christian book section, you should be able to pick it up there.
I love it. And I love the fact that Sheila Walsh sang for us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the CD will be available soon.
Always been a big fan. Thank you so much for joining us. The book is called God's Little Princess Bedtime Devotional. Sheila Walsh is the author, and as you can tell, the book is much bigger when you open it up. And so
absolutely, 106 devotions, prayers, scriptures, beautiful artwork, and a sparkly cover.
I like sparkly covers. Sheila, thanks for joining us.
Of course. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Angel.
Absolutely.
All right.
She nailed it on the head. I just loved it.
She really did. Absolutely. Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
You've tried and tried to shed those 10, 20, even 50 pounds of excess weight, and like so many Americans, you're frustrated. It's no secret that the body needs to be in balance before lasting weight loss can be maintained. Let Dr. Deborah Zeff and Christy Edwards of Holistic Herbal Health help you detoxify your body and get you on the fast track to quantum weight loss. You know you can do this. Now you know someone who can help. Call Dr. Zeff and get started on your quantum weight loss today. 303-249-7742. That's 303-249-7742 or online at rootedinhealth.com.
Hi, this is Angel, and ladies, I want to let you in on my newest fashion secret. It's my eyelashes. That's right, my eyelashes. I've been going to Carabella Studio since July, and ever since then, I've had nothing but compliments on my eyelash extensions from my friend Reggie at Carabella Studio. And my favorite part? No more daily hassle of applying and removing mascara, and all of the compliments. Get yours today. Call Carabella Studio today at 303-909-9585. That's 303-909-9585. Ask for the Angel Eyes offer and get your new lashes for only $150. Carabella Studios, 303-909-9585.
Renew, heal, and experience the miraculous with Master Healer Yoga and Meditation teacher Karen Corona. Karen has 30 years' experience providing natural healing therapies and nutritional education, and her yoga and meditation programs will guide you back to vibrant health and wellness. Call Karen today and get started. 303-725-1119. That's 303-725-1119. Mention Experience Pros and get $450 off of Karen's upcoming healing and yoga retreat in June, set in the lovely Nuevo Vallarta, Mexico. Call today, 303-725-1119, or online at KarenCorona.com.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
Hey, Denver, this is Dave Ramsey on KLZ. The only way I can help you is for you to call me. Do it today. The Dave Ramsey Show is live from noon to 3 right here on the legendary AM 560 KLZ.
The experienced pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/therevolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros Radio Show.
Step by step, step by step, first step.
Welcome back to the Experienced Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Hey, you've heard the phrase, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Well, we're going to talk about that first impression and how to improve it.
Do you get a second chance at making a first impression?
You do not, so let's make the first one count.
You know, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
You know, I thought you were going to debunk that whole myth that you get chance after chance after chance.
But you have a chance now to make your first impression better.
Absolutely. And we think about those first impressions. You know, people make immediate assessments. Is it clean? Is it dirty? Do I like it? Do I not like it? Is it what I want or is it not what I want? And there's little things that we do that probably turn people away and we don't even recognize it.
Well, yeah. Do you find yourself saying, you know, gosh, I just can't seem to close enough deals. I don't make enough contacts. I don't have enough powerful opportunities to connect with people. We found an article on Inc.com that will help us realize a better way to make that first impression. And I think if you'll see that when you follow these steps, you'll actually close bigger deals. You'll actually make more connections and do better in your business.
You know, if people are more drawn to you, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, if people are drawn to you, if they're willing to engage with you, seek you out, approach you, you know that you're making a good impression. If people are kind of steering clear, there's something that there's a vibe you're giving off. So the very first thing, of course, is your outer appearance.
Absolutely. It is so important to dress the role for the clientele that you're actually trying to win. So think of it. If you're trying to get the big corporate account, you should probably be wearing a suit and a tie or a nice professional dress.
But so often we think that jeans and a flip-flop and a hoodie sweatshirt is appropriate, and it just isn't.
But I work from home, and it's so nice and comfy.
You know, and when you're at home, that's fine. But aren't you doing some webinars? Aren't you ever on a teleconference or something? At least, you know,
fake it.
Yeah, I was going to say do the mullet of clothing. You know, party on, you know, business on top, and your bunny slippers on the bottom, and that's okay. But seriously, in how you dress, it really matters. So much of what we do, we rely on comfort. We want to be comfortable.
Right.
We just want to go into our closet and go with what's familiar, what we've always worn, and yet styles change, trends change, colors improve, And just because you wore it 5, 10, 20 years ago and it still fits does not mean it should still be on your body.
Absolutely. While we're talking about the external appearance, let's consider your hair, right? And even right down to the manicure of your hands, your nails, that kind of thing. It all makes a difference.
And absolutely. So hairstyles,
grooming,
clean hair,
teeth,
makeup, that it's nice and it doesn't walk in the room before you do. Fresh breath, clean teeth. I mean, we have a great dentist in our Extreme Customer Service Directory.
Sounds like Dr. Lee Weisbart.
If you're not happy with your smile, fix it, because it can be fixed.
WeisbartDental.com.
It can be fixed, and that's something that we all, we don't have to live with any of these flaws that if it's holding you back, if you're uncomfortable, you're only going to transfer that discomfort onto the recipient, and you're going to make a lousy first impression.
Absolutely. Here's another way to make a great impression, and that is find current events, know what's going on in your world. Take a moment to either read a newspaper before you go to work, or check into the news shows, or find something online.
I get all my news on Facebook. It seems like every time I watch the news, it's either a repeat of what I've already read,
or it's the weather that you've seen 6 times,
or it's negative.
Yeah.
And it's just an ugly, depressing. You're going to get the information if you're around people and you're just paying attention. But having an idea of current events, and I like to go through my Twitter stream to see what people are talking about and what the trends are, keeps you relevant. People know that you're tuned in and you're connected. Because who do we want to do business with? Who do we want to connect with? The hermit? The person who never comes out and it's only about them and their little world and they're not interested? I think staying current tells us that we're interested in other people and other information and things that are going out there, that it's not just all about me. All right, so the next one is learning etiquette.
Learning etiquette, and you know what? Chivalry is not dead. You know? Chivalry is not dead. Acts of etiquette, respect.
Both ways. I think, sometimes you get people, somebody holds the door open for you, and as a woman, we get all offended. Like, I can hold my own door open.
Yeah.
All right, somebody was just being polite. And you're going to shoot down somebody being polite?
Take your bra and burn it over there, and we're going to go.
If somebody's showing you some politeness and respect.
Here's a simple thing.
Thank you.
That's it.
How simple is that?
Right.
You don't have to make a fuss over it. If you want to hold your own door open, go for it. You don't want your door to be open, that's okay. But if somebody else, and especially a stranger, they're taking their time and taking a moment to show you some politeness and some respect, some courtesy.
Yep.
How far does that go?
Simple details: a firm handshake, a please, a thank you, taking your hat off when you go into the room. All those things show respect for the people.
Not blowing your nose at the dinner table or the lunch table. Don't floss your teeth in front of people.
Wait a minute, what?
You don't floss your teeth in front of people.
No, I don't.
But I do know people that I have seen them floss.
I actually did that once. Actually, this week I actually flossed my teeth in front of somebody. But it was just a.
But it was in your own bathroom, so it was okay.
It was a quick in and out, and it was done. And no.
That's not the same thing.
It was at my office.
Well, sometimes if you have something in your teeth,
that was bothering me,
like right there, you got to get it out right there.
See, I'm the kettle and the pot. Okay, here's the next one. Master the language of whatever it is you're doing. So if you're working on social media, you need to know the vernacular of social media. We are the most positive business talk show in America. You need to know, and our staff need to know, the language of being positive, extreme customer service.
Well, and, in the language of being positive, using those affirming messages, we can meet you. Our next available opening is, we will see you then, and we will call you then.
Right.
Rather than saying, well, I can't call you back until 2, or they can't, they can't get you in until 4, or they can't see you till next week. Using those positive, affirming words is just a switch in your vernacular.
Absolutely.
But it's a mindset that shows that you are your brand.
Read more, and I agree with this 100%. I think that you need to pick up a book on a regular basis. I've committed to reading a book every week this year. That's my personal commitment. And they don't all have to be business related. They don't have to all be spiritual related or anything like that.
But
give a good variety.
Some of them do. Sure. I think we can do some reading that is just light and mindless and enjoyable. Maybe like a good novel. Who doesn't? But on occasion, you need to actually improve your finances, improve your relationship, improve your business vernacular, and pick up some great self-help and nonfiction books included in your list of things that you're going to read, because leaders are readers, and you're going to improve so much your knowledge, the way you present yourself, even in just getting little nuggets of information.
Absolutely.
From all of those books. And you can do it on ebook. I mean, now there's just no excuse to be a reader.
Not to be a reader.
Not to be a reader,
right.
Because you have the access on all of your devices to read books.
Okay.
All right, taking a genuine interest in other people.
This starts and ends with eye contact. Say it with me. Eye contact. It really does.
Eye contact.
Yes.
Okay, that's not. It was like you had a funky space in there.
No. Here's the reason I say that is because when you're genuinely interested in a conversation that's going on and the person that's giving you that conversation, you lock eyes and you make sure that you are engaged in that conversation. If your eyes wander, the first thing that you're communicating is that you've got some other agenda. You're running late. You're thinking of something else. You're not engaged in the conversation.
Well, be present.
Yes.
When you're wherever you are, be present in that moment. If you're having a conversation with somebody, have that conversation. Take them off speakerphone, turn and face them, stop what you're doing, stop what you're fiddling with, and stop the multitasking when there's another person in front of you. And be present in the conversation, be engaged in listening, and not just thinking, okay, I've got something else I want to say, and I'm going to throw that in, and as soon as there's a pause. Michael Welk from the Innovative Real Estate Group was in yesterday with the Welcome Home team, and he talked about being genuinely interested in other people and taking their holiday newsletters that they would send out.
Right.
They would talk about their family and their occupation and their recreation and their dreams and all the stuff that was important to them. That is great information for you to have to say,
Absolutely.
This is important to you. It's important to me to know that's important to you.
Remember that. Take a note if you have to. It's all good. Special thanks to Kevin Dahm for sharing his thoughts with us and us being able to use his article as an inspiration for you. Now, folks, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we're going all the way around the world, up and over from down under. Michael Russo's coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
This is Dave Logan, and I know what it's like to get home and not be able to get into the garage, right? I mean, it's especially frustrating when you're getting home from a road trip. That's why I now trust Don's Garage Doors to make sure that it never happens to me again. The LiftMaster system, along with the reliability of Don's, gives me absolute confidence that I'll always be welcomed home. Perhaps you should contact my friends at Don's Garage Doors and ask about their free keypad and remote offers while their supplies last. Find them online at donsgaragedoors.com or call them at 303-738-DOOR.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
You have a 401k and you keep hearing about ways to invest in real estate or precious metals. At Diverse Retirement Solutions, they've developed a plan that will help you do just that, and you can take back control of your retirement funds with checkbook control and no annual fees. Find out how by going to diverseretirementsolutions.com or calling them at 970-316-2099. That's 970-316-2099. Don't wait another day to take control of your retirement funds. Put them to work for you today. Diverse Retirement Solutions, 970-316-2099.
When it comes time for you to buy your next new or gently used vehicle, you'll definitely want an auto broker. And when it comes to which auto broker to choose, here's all you need to know. Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. Matt has access to all makes and models and offers fantastic financing, leasing, and can even help you with your trade-in. H.M. Brown has 27 years with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Buy your next car with the integrity and capable help of Matt Martin and H.M. Brown and Associates. 303-414-2388. Call today.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress, and when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C2 Computer Consulting. C2 is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C2 at 303-933-1113.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
I leave Colorado radio for a couple of years, and look what happens. The progressives take control of Capitol Hill. Well, now I'm back, and things are going to change around here. I'm Jason Lewis, America's Mr. Right, and I hope you'll listen to my show weeknights at 7 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Every business has its own unique set of challenges, and yours is no different. The Experience Pros are your collaborative partners as they present solutions to common issues in business. And now it's time for Up and Over from Down Under, featuring serial entrepreneur Michael Russo.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. It's time for your unfair marketing advantage, and we go all the way around the world to Adelaide, Australia for ours.
Hi, Michael Russo.
Hi, good morning. How is everybody?
Well, we are just doing amazing. All set up for 2014. How about you?
Yeah, same. I've got some fast start information for you today that will help kick us off in the new year. I thought it was appropriate.
We love it. Let's hear what you got.
All right. Well, today I thought we'd talk about or give you some idea for some 7-point marketing strategy from one piece of content. And I'll tell you why I came up with this today. I was having a conversation a few days ago with an associate of mine. One of the things they were talking about is, I've got my website, I'm doing promotions. They're trying to put together some videos. They're trying to do sort of like a weekly video. They're marketing it through YouTube and putting it in a few other different places. And all of their time and energy goes into creating the video, and they can't do anything else. So they feel like their entire marketing strategy is based around just on that, and they don't have enough, fingers in the pie out there. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So what we talked about is a few different tips and strategies that he can use to actually take that one piece of content and multiply it tenfold. So here's what we came up with. Firstly, let's take, for example, a video. Let's call Top 3 Customer Service Tips That Make You Money. All right, title of the video this week, featuring Eric and Angel, our favorite radio host in America. So they do a little video, it goes for 2 or 3 minutes, and the first thing we do at the end of the video, we create an audio track of the video. Now, we don't just rip the audio from the video, we create a separate audio from the content in the video. Now, when you're doing a video, every time you replace it to a different format, it's slightly different. It's a bit like reading a book and then you do a movie. They're never exactly the same.
Sure.
So you put your video together, then you do an audio track for it, which allows you to explain a little bit more than perhaps you could have done on the video, and you upload it to Spreaker.com. Remember, you're doing a 2 or 3 minute video, so you might rip that off into maybe a 10-minute audio presentation. Second thing you do is create a slideshow with PowerPoint or something similar to that, and you upload it onto one of the slide sharing sites that they have.
Michael, your accent is hard enough as it is for some of us. You can't upload anything. I know that much. So let's try that again. And where are we supposed to put this audio track?
So we're uploading with a SlideShare or a Slide Rocket, something like that. So you're looking for one of the sites that do slide sharing formats. And what you're trying to do is you're just trying to create more spaces with the content that you already have. Strategy number 3 is to actually create a PDF document. Now, for most of the last couple of years while I've been appearing on your show, I actually have created a PDF download that's available from the Experience Pros website, and there's a lot of different reasons for that. One, I said I was going to do it. Secondly, we're doing it because it allows a follow-through from when people listen to the program. They've got somewhere to go afterwards and get the tips and strategies. It also provides backlinking for both you and me. There's lots of different reasons why you would do that. So a PDF download you can create as a downloadable document for your website. If you want to get really technical with it, you can create or take that content and upload it into something far more technical like ISOO, which is like a digital magazine platform, and you might create a magazine, say, once every 6 months, and this document or this PDF becomes one of the content pieces in that particular magazine. Number 4, create original images. So let's say you've done the video on customer service, you might create 3 images representing that video, and you could use a site like PicMonkey, which allows you to edit photos and create interesting photos. And then, of course, they go on to Eric's favorite social media site, Pinterest.
Oh, that girls' network.
True. What are we up to here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, top tip number 5, create sound bites. So you take the video, 2 to 3 minute video, and you pull out, say, half a dozen different sound bites, and you spin them off into social media, for Twitter and Facebook and those sorts of different things. So you get a week's worth of little, daily grabs that you can put down on social media out of the video. Number 6, Google Hangouts, for example, is a great place to do a little web TV show. And you've done your video, you might now interview an industry expert, might be a 15-minute interview, a few different questions, and you talk to an industry expert on the topic that you did the video on that week. And the last one is your blog post. So you create a blog post out of the video that you did. Once again, you're not just copy and pasting the text from the video, but you're, embellishing it a little bit, making it a little bit more relevant to that particular platform, written format. And that gives you 7 strategies from one piece of content that you can actually spin this out to.
Again, brilliant,
Absolutely.
Michael, because we think, all right, we're going to make a video, and then it's only about the video. We spend all the time thinking about the video and what we're going to do with the video, and we make the video, and that's it. You're talking about one piece of content, duplicating that effort. You don't have to recreate and come up with 7 different tech, tips and tricks and marketing campaigns. It's one.
Yeah, and one of the things I think I like the most about this, Michael, is by the time you're done leveraging that one concept, that one product that you put out there, 7 different ways, you are now legitimately an industry expert in that because you have taken that one thing and come at it from 7 different angles. I love it.
Exactly. So you're creating more content, you're creating backlinking, backlinking. There you go. There's another one, Aussie version for you.
You Aussies do weird stuff, man. I'm just saying.
Throughout the web. The other thing that it's doing for you, though, is that if you're, the big how-to tip for today is that if you're going to make this work, here's, Larry's having a hard time just creating the video every week, freaking out about trying to get this thing done. And, of course, I've given him 7 other points. So now I've sent him off to heart attack territory. What you do is you record what you're doing. You do it once. You just do it once. You do a screen capture with, say, Snagit, for example. Record yourself actually uploading, creating the sound bites, doing the documents, creating the slideshows. Do it once. And then once you've done it once and you've recorded it, you create a little video out of it and you send it off to a VA and you get the VA to do all the other 7 strategies. So you just concentrate on creating good quality video and you get your VA to do the rest.
And your VA is your virtual assistant, somebody who can do that without having to make you do it all.
Correct. So, I mean, you can hire somebody out of the Philippines or you can do somebody locally to wherever you are. I usually try and hire somebody outside of the country because you can get them for a few dollars an hour and they can do the same work as what you can get somebody to do locally for 10 times the price. And they can do all of this for you very cheaply. So it becomes a very low-cost marketing strategy.
Well, and again, there was a brilliant tip right in there. We're talking about unfair marketing advantage. It's using other resources. This doesn't have to be all of your time consuming up doing all of these other little activities that are so easy to delegate out. And delegation is a big key to advancing your business and being a success, because you shouldn't be worrying about all those little details. You're coming up with the creative content. You're the idea person. You're the creative person. You're the one connecting with those new customers. All that other stuff. So look at that, Michael. You gave us 2 great tips today.
Oh, so I'm done for next week too. Oh, I'll see you in 3 weeks' time. No worries.
We have missed you over the holidays,
yes,
Michael. Missed talking to you. Our show still goes on, and so the world still got to hear you every week, but we missed you. Are you having a good year so far?
I'm having a terrific year. I've enjoyed not getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning. It's wonderful. Sleeping in, and that's right. I've still got 2 little kids. No, I've been up anyway. It's all good.
Well, we are so grateful to have you participate on the show every week. And Michael, you should know we have moved our technology over to Google Hangouts and using that to a live feed for our YouTube channel, and all the massive surge in visibility that has caused for us as well. So thank you so much. Give some contact information, if you will.
Well, if you want to get in contact with me, you can go to michaeldrusso.com, but the best way is to go to Experience Pros, look for Contributing Hosts, and there's a whole lot of downloads there with all the marketing tips and strategies that we've been talking about over the last few years, and you just grab anything you want from there.
I love it. Well, Michael, we really do appreciate you. I know our listeners appreciate the tips that you bring to us every week, and the fact that there is a PDF that they can go and grab makes it so easy for them to have all of that information. We probably have a book's worth now of all these PDFs.
Should probably put something together.
We probably should do like a printout, a hard copy.
I've been thinking about that for a while, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, sometime in the middle of your day, you should give us a call and we'll put our heads together. Thanks, Michael. We appreciate you.
No worries. Have a good week.
All right. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. We're going to talk about one of your personal terrifying nightmares, public speaking, but we're going to help you avoid some of the most common speaking mistakes on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress. And when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C² Computer Consulting. C² is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C² at 303-933-1113.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event, ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
If you're ready to get serious about your health, then experience the BioT difference. BioT Medical's all-natural testosterone pellet therapy is the safest and most effective way to increase your testosterone levels. Testosterone therapy not only improves your energy and libido, but also protects against heart disease, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, and prostate cancer. Go to biotmedical.com to find a BioT certified practitioner near you. That's BIOTE medical.com.
This is Eric, and I've helped hundreds of nonprofits raise millions of dollars. One thing I can absolutely guarantee, when you hire a professional certified auctioneer, you will raise more money, a lot more. If donations help you do what you do, here's what you need to do now. visit reddiamondauctions.com or call Kevin Perry at 970-673-2625. That's 970-673-2625.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Where do you get wisdom from?
The Dave Ramsey Show.
If really, is your political party giving you your soundbite talking points? I mean, if you're a conservative, does that mean everyone is lazy except you? Is that what that means? Doesn't mean that to me. But I get accused of saying that. Never said that in my life. I have met lazy people. I have met people who are fully injected with hound dog blood, lay on the porch in the sun lazy. And if you're a liberal, does that mean that you're a victim?
Dave Ramsey, noon to 3 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
I did it again. I played with your heart. Got lost in the game.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. Hey, public speaking is never anybody's really favorite. I mean, there's a lot of people who are really afraid to do any of that kind of public speaking kinds of things. But we can help you if you find yourself in a speaking environment. We can help you avoid some of the more common mistakes that will maybe give you a little advantage in the way that you are received by your public. And Angel, I saw somebody recently give a public speaking presentation, if you will, and they knew for a very long time that they were going to be giving this presentation, and I don't want to be overly critical, and maybe I'm not the best one to be the judge because I have been a public speaker for most of my career. It was horrible.
No way.
No. It was horrible. The person did not know what they were going to say next. They were completely frigid in front of everybody. They stumbled and ummed and erred and liked and did this. At one point, they even asked the audience for help with their presentation because they froze up. It was unbearable.
Okay, well, I'm going to go on record and say, yes, you probably are a little too judgmental, because when I think about a lot of the presentations that we do, we are not necessarily public speakers, but maybe we're thrust into because we sponsored an event, because we're in a leads group, because we're in a business association. There's different pieces. We are the host of something that we are thrust into speaking publicly in front of a group of people. So we're not necessarily public speakers.
Thrust into,
yes.
This person signed up to be an expert speaker.
Oh.
And they made their presentation.
Oh.
And it sucked.
Okay. All right. So if you are a public speaker, you're putting yourself out there as the expert on, you're doing a presentation, you've been brought in as this speaker, and you're on the docket.
Pushed
that is a little different.
Up in the front and said, here, you do it.
However, stage fright, I don't care who you are. Last night, Eric and I are speaking. We're doing a presentation for the Highlands Ranch Chamber of Commerce.
Right.
And the part before us, I'm listening, and then the next person comes on, they're going to introduce us.
Right.
And as soon as I knew we were going to be introduced,
oh, there go the butterflies.
Butterflies in my stomach.
You know what? That keeps you, I think, as from a professional perspective, butterflies keep you on the edge that you need to be on. And nobody should be so full of themselves that when they walk on, they think that they're God's gift. Your attitude is wrong, and because of that, you'll convey a message that's not received as well. That's not what we're talking about. Let me give you some ideas of how you can avoid being criticized the way that I'm criticizing the speaker that I saw recently. First of all, you got to know your content well enough so that you avoid. Listen, even here on the radio, I speak every day. I still do the and the occasional stutter. But if every other word is like, or a stutter, it indicates that you really don't know your content. So go over it. Know your content.
Oh, now I'm nervous.
Come on.
I'm going to say or because I think that we do.
I'm not counting ums or uhs.
Okay.
I'm just saying if you...
But being prepared, having an outline, not having it memorized, knowing what you're going to say, practice it. Say it out loud in front of a mirror or in front of somebody else. Put it in front of people, because here's something else that I think is a mistake from public speakers is they speak so quickly.
Oh, yeah.
They speak so fast. They've got so much information that they want to share. And so because I have a ton of information that I want to give to you, but I've only been given 25 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever the time frame is, I'm just going to bullet shoot it at you. Well, I can't keep up as the listener.
That's exactly right.
In the audience.
And if you do your job well, and even whether you've got 2 minutes or 20 minutes or 40 minutes or 2 hours, if you do your job well, it won't be the last time that your audience gets to see you. Do your job well with the small, and you'll be invited back for the rest.
You know, and I don't want you to get too concerned over, okay, are people going to like my voice? Or are people going to be judging what I'm wearing? And are they going to be distracted by a few other things? Put your presentation, make sure that your content is solid. Because if your content is solid and you have, and I think less is more. You know, you don't have to give them everything. You don't have to vomit all over your audience with every single thing that you know. One tip really is really valid with a bunch of supporting factors to it. One focus message that you want to get out of it with some supporting factors. 2 or 3 little tidbits and pieces out of it. But any more than that, stop it.
Here's another thing that you see all the time, and this will really help you if you just kind of put it in your mind that you're going to do this, or not do this. What I'm really talking about is speaking too quietly.
Trailing off at the end.
Trailing off at the end. Or speaking too quietly. If you're speaking too quietly, then people aren't listening. Now, you can use that
I was going to say
as a way to get people's attention.
I was actually in an audience not too long ago, and I thought this was brilliant. I had never actually seen it work so effectively. But people were chatty. It was like they had come back from a break, and they weren't quite settled in yet, and the presentation had started, but people were still talking. And this was a room full of like 1,000 people.
Yep.
And the person speaking said, I want to take a minute to just a moment of silence in honor and memory of somebody that we had lost.
Right.
And so the whole room started to get quiet. Well, the people in the back that were chit-chatting, quiet.
Yeah.
They didn't even know why.
Something else happened.
Something happened, and we missed it.
Yeah.
And I thought that was kind of brilliant.
It is a tool to boost your speaking prowess, if you will, is to change your voice for just a moment. And then come back to it, because it will change the dynamic. The final thing is, you remember in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and the teacher, Bueller. If you have a monotone voice, you need to change it up a little bit.
Nothing puts your audience to sleep by more than a boring monotone presentation.
Absolutely. So there you go. There's some things to avoid in your public speaking activities.
But you're going to do great.
You are, because we believe in you. Yes, I just did that. All right. Look at the time. We have to close our first hour of broadcast. Boy, the time goes by when we have so much fun.
We are having so much fun.
Absolutely. So on behalf of Charlie, our producer, Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, we say thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing the show. Thanks for subscribing to our YouTube channel. We love it when you do that. Now do something crazy. Give somebody a 20-second kiss. It's not what you think. It stands for kindness is so simple. Say something nice about somebody today.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
KLZ 560, The Source.
$1,000 car.
I remember when we went broke and we're coming back. I've been driving this old car. The primary color on the thing was Bondo, you know.
The Dave Ramsey Show.
The vinyl roof was torn loose across the top, so when I drove it, it filled up with air. It was a Bondo buggy with a parachute on top. I'm driving this piece of crap that a friend loaned me because we were down to one car. Of course, you know federal law is Mama gets a good car, so I'm driving Bondo buggy, right? So I went from that to getting a little dinky butt, you know, about $1,000 car, which was a considerable upgrade. Then I got about a $3,000 car, and I ran across a bridge, slid sideways, totaled that thing, and about 3 other people's cars. So insurance bought me another one because I couldn't drive. Stupid boy. And then I moved up again, and I put a little money with that. And before I look up, I'm in about a $10,000 or $12,000 car. And it was doing okay. And then I got a couple of book deals, and I got some stuff, and I was looking at this 2-year-old Jaguar. And it was like a 97. That's how long ago it was. So it's like 99. But it was like this huge, emotional, gut-wrenching decision because what are the guys at the office going to think? What are people going to think? I teach people to get out of debt and to drive an old car until they get out of debt. Now I'm driving a nice car. What's that say? Am I not living what I teach? No, what I teach is live like no one else so later you can live and give like no one else. And I do. So at least I'm consistent. You may not like me, but I'm consistent.
Dave Ramsey, noon to 3 on KLZ 560, The Source.
This is Molly Vogt with Heart of the Matter. Riddle me this. If our Constitution says Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, then what's up with all this targeted snooping, spying, and censoring? Let's talk about that. Join the Americhicks as we get to the heart of the matter this Sunday afternoon, 4 to 6 on KLZ The Source.
This is the legendary KLZ, AM 560, KLZ HD Denver, and online streaming at 560thesource.com. Since 1922, KLZ Denver.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show brought to you by Mass Mutual Colorado. Experience Pros, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Save My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Hello and welcome to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business.
Absolutely. Want to remind our listeners that Major Mom is doing some workshops all year long.
And this is major news because they're going to help me get organized.
I'm curious.
Are you?
So this is actually, these workshops are great. If you're kind of a do-it-yourselfer, I am a do-it-yourselfer. I had Major Mom come to my house during the holiday, and there's one room in particular that we're focusing on. I actually focus on one room every single month.
Is it the boudoir?
Actually, January is master bedroom and master closet.
Oh.
I took out 3 shopping bags of clothing.
Really?
I might have brought in 3 shopping bags.
I was going to say, I took out 27 shopping bags of dirty stuff in my pantry and kitchen the other day.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good place to start. So
Right.
January or December for you is pantry and kitchen. That's your room of the month.
It was.
Well, every month Major Mom is hosting a workshop, and they have one tomorrow evening, the secret weapon to getting organized.
Oh, I want a secret weapon.
And so you can find out more about that at majormom.biz.
I love that. January, I've moved focused my attention in the living room.
Oh, you distracted me. See, I was going to tell you about how Major Mom came in, and we were looking at one of the spaces, and I have this closet. This was me explaining that I'm a do-it-yourselfer.
Okay.
I have a closet in our home office that functions as where we keep school supplies and office supplies and the photo albums and tax returns, and I mean, it's just this catch-all for everything. And I've got this great organizer that's got all these slots. I'm so into those apothecary cabinets and lots of cupboards and lots of drawers and lots of cubbies.
What's an apothecary?
Apothecary.
What is that?
Like the old style where they used to keep all the herbs and all the little essentials for making medicines.
Weird science.
In all the tiny little drawers, and so they're all labeled.
She blinded me with science.
You know what? You think about like a post office box room.
Yes.
You know how it's got all the cubbies?
Yeah.
I just love stuff like that. anyways, I have one in this closet.
Okay.
So I was showing it to her, telling her it's got everything in it, but it's all
You're
organized
already pre-organized.
labeled, and it's all put away, and it's all in there. I'm like, can't I do better? She's like, no, Angel, I think you've got it.
Well,
so the workshops are for those do-it-yourselfers.
And I am a do-it-myselfer because I just am. It's just me and my little 700-square-foot shoebox. But I have taken on my living room, and I started at the front door, right where that front door is. There's a little coat closet.
Okay, coat closet.
My coat
Where
closet
coats?
has been, well, coats don't really live there.
No? A coat closet.
Well, they kind of live, the coats get hung up and hang over the boxes.
Boxes?
All the way to the ceiling.
What kind of, what are you
and then
storing
the
there?
CDs and the, well, I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know?
I didn't. I'd been in that building for 4 years, and I just shoved stuff in there and closed the door, right? And then hung coats over the boxes, and that's what I did. So, it's okay. It's working.
Well, okay. So what are in, like, do you still have the boxes? Oh, no, we haven't started yet.
I took them all out and threw them all away. Hey, you know what? Can we shift this conversation just a smidge?
Just a smidge.
Yeah, I want to talk to Cheryl Braunschweiger over at ALMC Mortgage, because I don't know, but I think that she doesn't have any problems in her organization either. Cheryl, welcome to the show.
Our organization is perfect.
Always, always. Of course it is. You are incredibly organized, and what I love about your style, Cheryl, is it's fun and vibrant and colorful too, all at the same time.
You know, that's my art background coming out. And we were just talking about that here at the office. You know, like, are you setting your goals? Are you putting your plan in writing? Are you organized? Do you know what you're going to be doing? Are you communicating well? And I do like that part of my job for sure.
Well, we love it. Now, Cheryl, it's 2014. Anything new going on over at ALMC Mortgage?
Lots of new stuff. So as of Friday, we are going to see some serious changes to the mortgage industry. So we're all really gearing up for that, and I've been promoting a campaign that you guys helped me with called Yes, We're Ready.
Yes, we are.
And yes, we are. And I want everybody to know, whether you're a borrower, a realtor, or other mortgage professional, we are ready for all of these changes. We know how to qualify borrowers. We know what to do. We know what to expect. And I think that is super important when you're going to get into a new loan this year, this month, next month, or any time in 2014. You've got to work with someone that's prepared and knows what they're doing.
Well, and I think you knew these changes were coming, and so your whole team put together this, was all prepared so that when the changes hit, you were already ready. I think for a lot of people, they're still scrambling to catch up.
Sure.
And so, when you work with Cheryl Braunschweiger, her team at ALMC Mortgage and Nova Home Loans, that they are ready, they've been prepared, they knew the changes were coming, and they go proactive. So rather than wait and see, do we need to make any changes or to be prepared?
Yes,
you guys we're
ready.
Yes, we're ready. And that's your mission statement is yes at Nova Home Loans. Am I correct?
It is, and I loved being able to tie that in because there are a lot of people that are not. You're absolutely right. We always knew that this was coming, but, we are ahead of the game versus trying to play catch-up, and that's such an advantage to our clients.
Well, we're so impressed with what ALMC Mortgage has to offer, and I love the fact that all loans must close.
And they do. Cheryl, give some contact information.
So ALMC Mortgage is my website. That's really the best place to find me because all my contact information is there and it's easy to remember. ALMCmortgage.com.
I like that.
ALMCmortgage.com. You can also reach Cheryl at 303-696-6933. Cheryl, great to hear from you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
All righty. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. More positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
When you think of going to the dentist, it makes you uncomfortable and uptight. You recall the dark ages of dentistry. Weisbard Dental wants to change that image. Imagine being welcomed in a comfortable, beautiful, brand new dental office with digital x-rays, digital photos, being comforted throughout the entire process. At Weisbard Dental, you'll be treated while relaxing in their massage chairs. Make an appointment for Weisbard Dental at 303-773-3373. Check them out at weisbarddental.com. WEISBARD dental.com.
I'm Dr. Lee Weisbard, and I can make you smile.
Your photographs are your treasures. Your art collection means something to you, and that jersey you won in that silent auction is providing you with tons of bragging rights, so it matters to you where you have it framed. Trust your framing to the experts at Frame Art, the experts with heart. What matters to you matters to Frame Art. Don't drop your treasures off at a warehouse. Call Frame Art, 303-722-1525, 303-722-1525, located just north of Dartmouth on South Broadway in Englewood. Frame Art. It matters.
Stop calling around looking for the best mortgage rates and call ALMC Mortgage. ALMC Mortgage matches you with the right mortgage for your needs every single time. Now's the right time to finance. Call ALMC Mortgage today at 303-696-6933. 303-696-6933. Check out today's current rates and questions you should ask about your mortgage at ALMCmortgage.com. ALMCmortgage.com.
LMB number 100020432, NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
Leaders, listen up. You want to get the very best from your people, and See It Thrive can help. Address personnel challenges with confidence and unleash the best performance out of your organization, team, or individuals. See It Thrive helps you realize the possibilities of your team coming together as an unstoppable force. Reduce conflict and empower transformation. Because you work with people, make the courageous choice to See It Thrive. Call Sue Kenfield today at 303-791-2807. That's 303-791-2807. Discover and sign up for upcoming workshops at seeitthrive.com.
Grassroots Radio Colorado with Ken Clark and Jason Worley, today at 5 on KLZ 560, The Source.
Thinking.
The Dave Ramsey Show.
Thinking is a good thing. You see, nobody would intentionally go, hey, let's go $52,000 in credit card debt. That would be intelligent. That'll help our marriage. That'll help our future. People don't sit down and make that out as their plan. They just don't think. And you'll look up after 10 years and you got $52,000 in credit card debt and go, crap, how did we do this? Because you weren't thinking. I do it too. It's an interesting culture we live in.
Dave Ramsey, noon to 3 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for hours. You hear that music? That means there's only one thing that we can look forward to, and that is a little bit of magic. And today we're going to deliver on that.
Absolutely, and you're in for a treat because Eric's not doing magic tricks on the radio. We actually brought in one of the only female mentalists in the world. Erica Sodos is a keynote speaker, actress, magician, and a mentalist, which is pretty cool to have her here in the show. Right. She came to us through Camp Experience, our friends over at Camp Experience, and we have her live in the studio. Hi, Erica.
Hi, Angel and Eric. It's such a pleasure and honor to be on your radio program. Thank you.
It is an honor to have you, and Erica, I've been looking forward to this for quite some time. Your bio does not say that you're unbelievably beautiful as well, but that must be said.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. Okay.
All right, so talk to us a little bit about how you got into the world of magic and why. I know that you like to share this magical perspective that you have with your audiences.
Well, I got into magic. My foundation is actually I'm an actress and a teacher, but I've always been really inspired to move people and to find their magic and their power, because I think when you are in touch with the magic inside, you believe and can do anything. So it sort of evolved. I was an entertainer for many, many years, and then I sort of transformed that, and I went to my first magic convention and was struck by the lack of women and knew that we're needed, our voice, which is our magic and ability to create, right? So that really inspired me. And then I've been going to Las Vegas and studying magic at the Magic and Mystery School, and sort of that started my path.
Oh, how exciting.
Yeah.
So is it still pretty much a male-driven world, magic and having a lot of men in the industry?
Very much so. I mean, it is changing, of course, but...
Because I think we're just a little bit more in tune and in touch and, I don't know, more touchy-feely than I think men tend to be. Does that matter?
Well, no, it's exactly right. And intuition, intuitives, the healers have always been the women. So it's very fascinating that in magic, the assistance, of course, is female-dominated, but the person who does the magic, whereas the shamans and the healers and the psychics were very, right, women's intuition. So it's very natural for us.
Do you have a male magician's assistant?
No, I don't.
We're not breaking all those stereotypes now.
No.
All right. Now, listeners to this broadcast know that I spent the better part of 2.5 decades touring the world as a magician. And so, like I said, I'm very excited. Now, Erica, we did not set this up in advance, but I'm going to testify for everybody how observant and how perhaps intuitive or good you are as a mentalist right now. Are you ready?
Okay.
I am thinking of a card. What card am I thinking of?
Okay, so it is red. I'm getting red. Is that correct?
Stop it!
Yes, it's red. Okay, it's definitely a red. It's a heart. It's a heart. I'm definitely seeing a heart. Yes, I feel like you're in touch with
I look desperate, don't I?
You're in touch. You're in touch. You're in touch with your feelings. I feel that from you. You know what? The suits mean something. Each suit. Yes, heart is associated with love and emotion, and for a man, you're definitely more in touch with your feelings.
It's true.
I'm seeing a court card. Yes, it's the Queen of Hearts, of course.
Dang.
You're thinking of the Queen of Hearts. Is that correct, Eric?
I was thinking of the Queen of Hearts.
All right.
Holy cow.
You guys are so funny.
She's good.
Oh my God.
She's good. EricaSodos.com.
In touch with his feelings. How fun is that? All right. So, Erica, one of the things when you do a presentation, and I know you presented at Camp Experience, you talk about tapping into our own magic inside of us. What do you mean by that?
Well, when we believe in ourselves, we can do anything. So impossible really means I'm possible, right? If you believe. So the magic, I like to think of them as the reality police. When people say, that's not possible, that's what the reality police say. But really, they're just the reality police. Illusion and reality, what is, right? I mean, Einstein said, the imagination is a preview of life's coming attractions. So magic really starts in the imagination. If you can imagine, you can create anything.
Absolutely. All right, so who are your favorite groups to present in front of and to perform for?
So I'm really passionate about performing for as many people as possible. I love large audiences. As a woman, I love doing women's events. I have a presentation called Out of the Box with a Wand of Her Own, which explores women, magic, and power that's focused there. I love to do corporate events because I feel when corporations are in touch with the magic for their clients and their staff, that only helps productivity and vision. So I love corporate events. I love all kinds of festivals and theatrical events everywhere where a large amount of people are gathered.
Where a large amount of people are gathered.
I love your take on the fact that, the word impossible is really I'm possible. One of my friends on Facebook wrote this yesterday. He said, food for thought, someone who thinks logically provides a nice contrast to the rest of the real world. And if you think about it, the real world is not all cut and cookie cutter. It is, there's magic everywhere. And everything's possible.
Exactly, if you're just open to it and aware.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, I'm a very logical, linear thinking person.
Right.
And there are times that I bring something to Eric, and he's like, Angel, nobody thinks like that. Only you think that clear cut and dry. I'm like, doesn't everybody?
But then in the same breath, you've also brought some of the most amazing creative elements to it. Erica, give some contact information, if you will, please, for you.
Okay, so my website is ericasodos.com. I would like to spell that. It's ERICASODOS, my last name, Sodos, a palindrome.com. My phone number is 720-883-6132, and I can be contacted at ericasodos.com. I'm also doing a public show this Saturday night, which explores the magic within, psychic explorations, and telepathy and empathy.
Ooh.
Fun. And can they find that at your website?
It's actually not listed on my website. So
where is it going to be?
It's at the Mercury Cafe in Denver.
Nice. At what time?
At 7 o'clock, and I have 2 amazing women musicians. They play Motown, blues, and jazz opening up, so it should be a full evening of enchantment.
2 musicians and a magician walk into a bar.
Exactly.
All right,
Perfect.
Erica, thank you so much for joining us. It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
And when we get off the air, I want to know how you knew that was the Queen of Hearts.
Okay, thank you.
It's flipping amazing.
Have a magical day, all.
Absolutely. Erica's phone number again is 720-883-6132.
Folks, don't go anywhere. More positive business talk coming up next. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Hi, this is Karen with Seniors Helping Seniors of South Metro Denver. If you or someone you know is a more mature citizen who needs a little extra hand around the house, Seniors Helping Seniors is your answer. We provide personal care, companionship, transportation, meal preparation, and more, including Alzheimer's and dementia care. And all of our helpers are seniors themselves. Licensed and trustworthy help is available at seniorshelpingseniors.com/South Metro Denver or by calling 303-990-4561. That's 303-990-4561. Call today and let's meet.
Design, implement, and support. If you have a computer, a cell phone, or a tablet, you have a network. Hi, this is Eric, and I've got great news for you. Your network has a guy. For the last 15 years, Brad Binkley of Binkley IT has served his clients without killing their budget. Brad can effectively manage a network of up to 50 computers, typically for about 2 to 4 hours a week. Huge savings, no sacrifice. Call Brad today for your next IT partner, 720-254-1057. That's 720-254-1057. Binkley IT, solving the IT puzzle, one piece at a time.
Run a business and have a life. You got into business so you could enjoy life, and Employer Essentials can help. They keep up with the ever-changing payroll and employment laws and requirements, as well as all those employee management issues. Employer Essentials is the answer you've been looking for to add payroll and HR solutions that offer you peace of mind and the time to do what you want to do. Employer Essentials, Denver's trusted local payroll and HR provider for 15 years. EmployerEssentials.com or 303-734-9436.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
You've tried and tried to shed those 10, 20, even 50 pounds of excess weight, and like so many Americans, you're frustrated. It's no secret that the body needs to be in balance before lasting weight loss can be maintained. Let Dr. Deborah Zeff and Christy Edwards of Holistic Herbal Health help you detoxify your body and get you on the fast track to quantum weight loss. You know you can do this. Now you know someone who can help. Call Dr. Zeff and get started on your quantum weight loss today. 303-249-7742. That's 303-249-7742 or online at rootedinhealth.com.
There are many sounds in your daily life. Ones that make you smile. Ones that help you relax. And there are some sounds that can help save lives. Wireless emergency alerts, now on many mobile devices, use a unique sound and vibration to bring you critical information about emergencies in your area. With updates from local sources you know and trust, you can be in the know wherever you are. Learn more at ready.gov/alerts. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
The Jason Lewis Show, weeknights from 7 to 10 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
Head underwater, and you tell me to breathe easy for.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us. You know, Erica was fun, and I'm still blown away. She wouldn't tell me.
She didn't tell you her secret?
I have been performing as an illusionist for decades, and
do you tell anybody your secrets of how'd you do that?
Heck no.
And so,
But,
did you think because professional courtesy, schmurtesy?
She didn't touch me. She sat across the table, and you know, it was pretty amazing.
So I did think it was really interesting. Normally, when our guests come in, they're meted and greeted. Ariane comes and gets them and hosts them and gets them all set up in the studio and then walks them out. And then, but today Eric says, I'm going to walk Erica out.
Yeah, and Ariane's like, no, I got it. And I'm like,
no.
I got it.
I want to walk out the
no,
beautiful
I don't mind. I'm like,
woman.
No, I really want to.
Oh.
Wink, wink, nod, nod. Jeez, willikers.
All right. Well, let's talk a little bit. I think this one it's kind of great segue because we're going to talk about attracting more clients.
Oh, I like attracting more clients.
You do, and Eric's I'm feeling the attraction a little bit today. So, the first one. This is actually coming to us from Chic CEO, and you can find them online at chic-ceo.com. They've got great business plan templates and all of this for women startups. And talking about attracting more clients, the first thing they recommend is getting clear. She words it this way, getting clear on what you do for people, getting clear on the benefits that you offer. And the reason this is so important, because who cares what you do? I mean, not that what you do is not important, but unless I know what's in it for me,
right,
it really doesn't matter how fabulous your product is. It might be the best thing since sliced bread, and it might slice bread too.
Oh.
But unless I know what's in it for me and why that's important to me, I mean, if I don't eat bread, then who cares?
Yeah, that's exactly right. So make sure that you're clear on the benefits that you offer. What you're offering is something of value to your particular audience. And again, it's exactly right. You can sell all the bread cutters in the world, but if you're going to somebody who is gluten-free and doesn't eat bread at all, you're going to miss out.
When we think about the number one way we try to grow our business, especially early on, is word-of-mouth marketing. Right. And we think we're so innovative because we grow by word-of-mouth marketing. But if you're not clear on that messaging, then neither will that word-of-mouth marketing. Even though customer conversation is one of the best forms of marketing, because people have already bought in, they already trust you, they already like you, somebody else sold them on the concept of you, you didn't have to do it. But if you're not clear on what you do for people, on how to get that message out, it's not going to be repeated. So then even if you do get great word-of-mouth marketing, if I think what you're selling is different than what you really sell, if that message isn't clear,
right,
I'm going to be disappointed when I come to you.
Do you remember the hair commercial? I don't remember what the product was, but the hair commercial where she told two friends and then they told two friends and so on and so on.
That was a great commercial.
It was a great commercial.
I mean,
it was way back in the 1960s, I think it was.
And we still recall it.
I do. And here's the deal. Telling people about what you do still works.
Which means you have to tell people what you do. So you have to go out and about into the marketplace where the people are, joining a trade association, joining a club, being a part of a group,
right.
Places where you can meet and greet people so that people know what you do. It's the best way to find out how are people going to respond to your message. And this is where you get to really focus on that messaging again.
Absolutely.
Because if people are asking you, can I get more information? Can I get your card? If they're asking you, then you know your message is pretty spot on.
If you're going to networking events and people aren't asking you, they meet you, you talk, you give your 30-second elevator pitch, they give theirs, and you guys move on to the next thing, and you didn't get theirs and they didn't get yours?
Get clear, go back to step one, get clear on that messaging and what the benefit is for other people. And even thinking about, you were talking about getting out in front of people. I lost my thought.
That's all right. Here's another one for you. You need to set your intention. What is it that you want to accomplish? And this is nothing more than goal setting 101, but dress it up in the word of intention and be intentional about what you want to accomplish for this day, for this week, and for this month, and then expand out to the year. You go much beyond the year, and your vision and goals tend to get a little blurry.
Coming up on January 18th is the Success Unleashed Summit.
Brilliant.
You can sign up for that summit at successunleashedsummit.com, and it's going to be a full day of putting together your action plan and making sure 2014 that the goals that you set will actually be achieved. And so one of the ways that you attract more clients to you is you spending some time, and preferably every day, visualizing how life is going to be different for you when you do grow. We always say we want to take our business to the next level.
Right.
We always say we want to, grow our business by some manner or another. Okay, what does that really look like? Because it's not just more dollars, more zeros in your bank account. It actually equates to a different lifestyle. The way you're spending your time really does look differently if your business truly is going to the next level. Do you have people working with you? Do you have processes in place? Have you delegated things? Do you have a different office? Are you office sharing with somebody? How does that look? And one of the things that Carrie Conley does, and she's the gal putting together the Success Unleashed Summit,
Sure.
she has you visualize and create a vision for the future. And so think about this. In 3 years, she does it in 36 months. She talks about the 36-month plan. You're going to be a different age 3 years from now.
Sure.
Your kids are going to be a different age 3 years from now. What will life look like for you 3 years from now? Start to visualize what it looks like. How are you handling all those new clients?
Accommodating myself to the new walker. All right, here's another one. Talk about, or not necessarily talk about, but address, deal with any of those limiting attitudes that you might have, limiting beliefs across the spectrum, whatever it is. If you're starting or ending your sentences with the word can't, then address those and get them out of your language.
It's interesting. When you talk about making a change, anytime we've worked with a business coach or you see somebody else, take a course or a lesson, we get so stuck in our ways, and we just can't get out of our own way and out of our own head, and we don't even realize that our own beliefs are really limiting and holding us back, which is where the benefit of reading,
right,
self-help books, stuff that is going to inspire you and move you, hanging out with positive people that are actually achieving, who are kind of moving the needle forward a little bit. They're not just content to sit back and go, well, I opened up my business. I have a website. People aren't coming to me. People aren't liking me. People aren't, blah. Nobody wants to hang out with that person. Right. You don't want to be that person. And where all that you can achieve, you have the ability within you to get there. But what's holding you back isn't the economy. It isn't the networking group you're a part of. It isn't that trade association. It's you. It's the way that you think about growing your business. It's the way that you think about spending your time. It's the way that you think about hanging out and the people you hang out with. And so a lot of those limiting pieces, look in the mirror and just be honest and take an assessment. There are all of those resources are just begging for you to use them, to leap forward. Take this year, put some momentum in, and leap forward. What you look for, you will find. If you're looking to be broke and you keep looking for reasons that you're broke, you're going to stay broke.
So true.
Go and look for what you truly want, because if you go look for it, you will find it.
Good article from Chic CEO. Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Absolutely.
I love it. Now, folks, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, you know that you like to play video games. And if you like to play video games, we've got the Video Game King in Denver, Mike Worley, with Rolling Video Games, coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
This is Dave Logan, and I know what it's like to get home and not be able to get into the garage, right? I mean, it's especially frustrating when you're getting home from a road trip. That's why I now trust Don's Garage Doors to make sure that it never happens to me again. The LiftMaster system, along with the reliability of Don's, gives me absolute confidence that I'll always be welcomed home. Perhaps you should contact my friends at Don's Garage Doors and ask about their free keypad and remote offers while their supplies last. Find them online at donsgaragedoors.com or call them at 303-738-DOOR.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals, and if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out, and if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory, online at experiencepros.com/directory.
You want to create more in your life, and you want to do it with ease, but you aren't sure how to get there. It's time to be open to new ideas and do what Faith did. It's time to pick up your copy of the new book, What Would Faith Do? By Faith Young. Filled with inspirational stories of people just like you who overcame adversity and went on to achieve amazing things, What Would Faith Do? Will motivate you to do the same. Create an abundant life through faith. Get a sneak peek of What Would Faith Do? Or purchase a copy at You guessed it, whatwoulfaithdo.com.
You make all kinds of plans for your business, but have you planned for the event that you may need long-term care? Did you know that you can have long-term care insurance that offers you tax advantages and a guaranteed rate of return? Walt Wilson is a licensed agent working in the financial services segment of the insurance industry, and he's a pro when it comes to long-term care. It only takes a moment to register for the next free webinar that could literally change your financial outlook. Visit privatepensiondesign.com today and click the LTC webinar tab.
Where do you go when the bank says no? Every business needs money, and yours is probably no different. What's that you say? Your bank backed out on a commitment to you? Our friend Steve Replin has the answers to your financial questions. Steve's new book, Where to Go When the Bank Says No, is the authoritative guide to finding you the money you need now. Where to Go When the Bank Says No, available right now at hardmoneybooks.com. That's hardmoneybooks.com. Where do you go when the bank says no? hardmoneybooks.com.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
Laura Ingram, mornings at 7, live on KLZ 560, The Source.
On Twitter, Dave, you should never talk politics. Translation, I don't agree with your politics.
The Dave Ramsey Show.
I loved your rant from the guy's negative tweet, the negative email. Translation, you agreed with me and my value system. Dave, you're thin-skinned and prickly. Translation, I'm a liberal and I can't stand anything you say. Now, I don't mind if you're a liberal or conservative. It doesn't matter to me. I don't care. I'll be your friend either way, and I'm going to help you with your money either way. So don't get all mad and get your tail in a twist. So it won't do you any good.
Dave Ramsey, noon to 3 on KLZ 560, The Source.
The Experience Pros Radio Show, home of the original Fan Braggin' Fridays. Take just 20 seconds to become a revolutionary by sharing a fan bragging story of great customer service on Facebook.com/Experience Pros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
What's up with this? The video did what? I don't think I like this at all.
Are you a gamer?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
I remember
Lego Star Wars right now.
I remember this was several years ago, obviously, because your kids were still at home and they were younger, and I think it was like a holiday break, and you said, oh, they've just been sitting home watching movies and playing video games, so I'm taking the kids out. I'm taking the boys out. And I said, yeah, what are you going to go do? We're going to go to a movie, and then we're going to go buy a new video game.
Right, yeah. We're going to go do
how did that activity change? Well, there is something fabulous. If you are into entertaining children of all ages.
Or adults.
All ages, yes. 3 to 103. You want to listen up. We've got Mike Worley, the owner of Rolling Video Games Denver. Rolling Video Games, they arrive at your house. They bring with them multiple big screen TVs, all the gaming consoles, all the fun, all the entertainment.
32-foot trailer.
It's pretty rockin'. Mike, welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon and Happy New Year, I guess.
Happy New Year to you as well.
I just had an idea.
Uh-oh.
Could we do a live remote from the trailer?
Absolutely.
I actually think that we could come out and bring the trailer and do a live remote pretty much anywhere.
Mike, what is this? What the heck is this rolling video game theater that you got there?
It's a rolling video game theater.
Yeah, I travel around Denver in our rolling video game theater. It's 32-foot long, luxury limo-style theater, heated, air conditioning. Inside, I have 4 flat-screen high-def TVs. They all have Xbox, PlayStation, Wii consoles. I also have 2 more TVs on the outside. They're hooked up with Wii's, but the best thing is they have DirecTV, so we can do wonderful tailgate events, sporting events. It's wonderful for all.
Slow down.
Church events, school events. I mean,
executive team building.
How many people do you think that you could entertain with this rolling video game theater?
Well, I can entertain up to 24 at a time. However, we have had it at events where there's thousands of people. So
because you're watching too, you're watching the entertainment. Because with some of those games, they're on the outside and they're playing with them. I mean, I want to pull up a chair and just be entertained watching.
I still get calls from when Eric was dancing outside. So.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. There's video of that.
You have all those like dance parties, right?
Some of the more popular games right now are the dancing games. When those came out, I thought they were pretty foolish. However, they are so popular, so engaging, energetic. Usually the girls get going on those, and the boys and the parents tend to follow.
My parents played the dancing game when because you came, I think, to my daughter's high school graduation.
High school graduation,
Right.
yes.
And also to my son's birthday
took me
party.
away and for my heart issue. But yeah, your mom and dad got in there.
They got in there. I mean, they don't play video games. My mom is not into that, but they got up and they were dancing. Everybody sure was having a great time. And I know a lot of people think birthday parties when you think about the rolling video games because it's the easiest way to entertain a house full of children. They're not running around your house. They're outside playing video games, which is what they want to do anyways. But there's so much more if we just think creatively and outside the box how we can entertain any crowd.
Sure, it is. Don't get me wrong, birthday parties are great. And to be honest, it is the easiest party ever for the moms and dads when I arrive.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do everything.
Yes.
However, work functions, tailgate events, kids' night out, parents' night out. If mom and dad just need a break, we also do tons of church events, things at rec centers. There's so many. Anytime you need kids or adults entertained, I can be there for you.
Absolutely. Mike, you mentioned Kids Night Out, and I have an organization that I'd like to introduce you to when we're done here because they do just that, and you would be a perfect complement to what they're doing.
Great.
Now, Mike, it seems like my kids, even though they have this extensive library of video games, there's always something new that comes out, and they've got to rush off to this store and buy the new
one.
Do you have everything current? Because what they got last year, they're just not interested in anymore.
I do stay current with the games. Now with the consoles, obviously there's new consoles came out this year: Xbox One, PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
I don't do those. Those are wonderful systems for your home entertainment. But what we do is split screen multiplayer stuff. Now, with the new Wii U, we are getting those. Those are fantastic upgrades. But with the Xbox and PlayStation, those are great for your home. They don't offer anything new for what we do.
Okay.
So what we have, as long as we have the newest games,
we still play the cool games, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
One of the fabulous things, Mike, was having my nephew, who was like 4, being entertained, as well as my parents being entertained, and then we had all our nieces and nephews and all the high school kids. What else could you possibly do that would entertain that variety of ages? There's nothing. They're going to all sit around. They're all going to be playing separately and running around your house, or somebody's going to feel left out. Nobody feels left out.
We try to get everyone involved, playing cooperatively as well as competitively. It's nice to hear that such a wide age group I'm able to entertain. I just think it's a great fit for any type of entertainment needs.
Mike, you were mentioning tailgating, and one of the cool things I can just envision, because I know you've got the 2 external, the video television monitors on the outside of the trailer, and you've also got a satellite uplink, right?
That's correct.
So you could play the game on one screen, and then you could play a video game of the game. Like Madden NFL kind of thing, right?
Yes.
Broncos,
we do
Chargers.
that. Lots of birthday parties, obviously, are on the weekends, and during this time of year when the weather's nicer,
right.
we like to take advantage of that. So we'll have a Bronco game, or maybe the family lives in Denver, but they're from Chicago, for example. We'll have the Bears game on, and then on the other screen we'll have video games, or we'll have a couple of football games on, because sometimes when the dads show up to these events, they maybe
your kids go out there. Well, I totally get that. Love this. And cost effective, yes.
Yes.
Really cost effective.
I think if you're looking at going to Boondocks or some of the other type of things, if you add it up, what we offer is when we come to your home. And you don't have to keep an eye on a lot of the children and things like that. That means a lot.
Major convenience. Exactly. and no shortage of entertainment.
I mean, we've all had the birthday party, right, where the kids all running around the house, and it's just crazy. You're worried, are the parents going to come and pick them up on time, and those kinds of things. Or if you've got a variety of ages to have to occupy and entertain, the rolling video games theater is the best thing ever.
No.
Your kids will request them to come back. So we've all gone to some of the different places to hold birthday parties, but my kids don't ever request to go back there. They have asked for, and we've had you a few times over at our home, and it's they never get bored with it.
I have some of the nice things that moms and dads have said is I didn't have to do anything. It's just so easy. And I have photographs on our Facebook page and our website of moms hanging out.
I know. We're just sitting there, and we're having punch
the best
and
time.
cake and cookies, and we're talking.
Did you hear the delay when she said punch? Punch.
A lot of punch.
Yeah. But you know, that makes Mom happy.
It makes Mama very happy.
Right.
And if Mama's happy,
everybody's happy.
so keep Mama happy. How do we get in touch with you?
Our phone number is 303-242-2888. Love for you to check out our website, which is rollingvideogamesdenver.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter. Please check us out.
And you can book right online, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. The number again, 303-242-2888, rollingvideogamesdenver.com. Your staff will be as enthusiastic about inviting Mike to come back and do some more staff team building. Listen, when you get to putting a bunch of professionals in a single place and all working competitively either against or with each other, you will see an improvement in the way that they interact in the real world.
All right. rollingvideogamesdenver.com, 303-242-2888. Mike, thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, you're welcome. It's great to see you guys again.
Fantastic to see you as well. Folks, don't go anywhere when we come back. We're going to help you be more positive. That's right here on the Experience Pros Radio Show, which you know is the most positive business talk show in America.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
If you're ready to get serious about your health, then experience the BioT difference. BioT Medical's all-natural testosterone pellet therapy is the safest and most effective way to increase your testosterone levels. Testosterone therapy not only improves your energy and libido, but also protects against heart disease, high cholesterol, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, and prostate cancer. Go to biotmedical.com to find a BioT certified practitioner near you. That's BIOTE medical.com.
Networking is full of myths. Bring lots of business cards. Be sure to meet at least 10 new people. Have your 30-second sales pitch ready. Your network is your net worth, but only if you're networking with your A-team. Take the guesswork out of your networking by joining Extreme Relationship Management. It's transforming the way people are networking. It's way more fun than drive-by networking and doesn't waste your time handing out stacks of business cards. Check out ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com for their next event. ExtremeRelationshipManagement.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Can you imagine going an entire day without your phone or computer? Crazy, right? How else would you communicate with your team, contact that client, or even get paid? Absolutely nothing happens when you don't have technology in your lap. Even a slow-running computer can stall your progress, and when your software doesn't sync, nothing seems to work out. You've got a technology partner like no other with C2 Computer Consulting. C2 is your business pain reliever. Solve your pain. Call C2 at 303-933-1113.
I'll never forget that moment.
Never forget that moment.
As long as I live. It started with a phone call.
I got the text when I was at work.
My first call ever as a member of the National Guard. This was it. The real deal.
When we got to the armory, they briefed us on the wildfires, how they were getting dangerously close to homes.
It was amazing to be a part of this massive operation. Helicopters were going up with huge buckets to drop water on the fires. Some of the guys in the unit were preparing for firefighting with local fire crews.
We went out in Humvees to help with the evacuations.
At that moment, I got my first taste of just how important the Guard is to my community.
See how the Guard can be an important part of your life at NationalGuard.com. Discover what it means to be a citizen soldier, to serve locally as well as globally. Look into the benefits, including career skills and money for college. Take a moment. Go to NationalGuard.com today.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
This is Molly Vogt with Heart of the Matter. Riddle me this. If our Constitution says Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, then what's up with all this targeted snooping, spying, and censoring? Let's talk about that. Join the AmeriChicks as we get to the heart of the matter this Sunday afternoon, 4 to 6, on KLZ The Source.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Are you walking on sunshine? Do you need to shine a little brighter? Well, we've got some tips that are going to help you become a little more positive, thanks to our good friend Michael Jacobs.
When you think about being positive, it doesn't mean that you are ignorant of negativity, that nothing bad ever happens, that you're naive to the fact that challenges in life happens. But it really is an attitude, and it is a choice, because I said a little bit earlier, you find what you're looking for.
Right.
If you go looking and you think, okay, my life kind of stinks and it's down in the dumps and my job and my car's always broken.
You're right.
You're absolutely right, and that's what you're going to discover when you start looking, and truly, your life is a blessing.
Absolutely.
You have more right now than most of the world has, that other people wish they had. And it's not a comparing, and my life is better than your life because your life stinks more than my life. But when you think about how much that you already have, that you have to be grateful for, that you have around you, and you start noticing the good and the positive in your life,
right,
you're going to find more of it you're attracted to, or is attracted to you.
You know, it reminds me of the video that we saw on Facebook, or on Facebook, YouTube one time, and it's this little girl who gets up on the kitchen, or on the bathroom counter, and looks into the mirror, and I think the mom was videotaping her. But do you know the one?
Oh my gosh, the little
She's
blonde.
just like 2 years old.
She's like, I love my hair, I love my life, I love my
house,
pajamas, I love my brother, I love my kitchen sink. Imagine having that kind of enthusiasm
right,
every single day. And, saying, I love this pile of laundry because I have clothes to wear. I love that there's traffic around me. It means I have a job and I'm going to work. Now, is it a little over the top? Could you take it over the top?
You could take it over the top.
Please, how fun would you be?
Right. Absolutely. It reminds me of our friend Faith Young and the book that she wrote, What Would Faith Do? Talk about living a life of gratitude. That woman lives every single day, and she starts in much the way that the author of this article says, is in the morning she wakes up and says, this is a list of things that I am grateful for. She does 365 days of gratitude, and it's brilliant. But before your feet ever touch the ground, name 10 things for which you are thankful for. For which you are thankful for. I did that twice.
Talk about an attitude shift.
Oh, absolutely.
What you are grateful for, what you are thankful for, recognizing and appreciating what you truly already have. Because we start out the day and we think about all these things we have to go and do, and, the alarm clock already took away our sleep time, or I don't know.
Well,
why are you grinning at me with
I'm
that
laughing at you
one?
because I know that you're a sleeper, and you talk about the fact that the alarm clock is not your friend. And both of us, when I joined you this morning and you picked me up, I was like, my gosh, it is so dark.
I know. I don't like
In the
getting up
beginning of
in
the
the middle of the night.
But you know something? When that alarm clock goes off, the first thing you ought to say is, thank you for the alarm clock, because I have another day.
I
got
I'm alive.
another day to go out and make a difference.
And to remind people who I truly care about, how much I love them, how much I appreciate them.
You paid your electric bill. It's still on.
Yay.
Good stuff.
Yay.
Right. All right, here's another one. Give.
Be a giver.
Right.
Those that are givers, they give of their time, they give of their attention, and their attention. They give compliments, they give appreciation. It's not necessarily I'm giving away my business for free. I'm giving discounts. No, you have rent to pay. You've got bills that are expected to, electric bills that you have to pay in order for that alarm clock to go off every day. But just to think about the shift in your attitude when you say, I really want to help others. I want to help others achieve their goals.
You don't give to get, and those people who believe in have a faith in the Lord, you might hear the old tithing issue. If I give, then I know that I'm going to get. We don't give to get, but there are very real laws, and they're some call them supernatural laws, some would call them natural laws. But the fact of the matter is that when you give, you will receive. It's just part of the way that the world works.
All right. So here's one that you're not going to necessarily come up with the exact equation. Okay, how does that fit in?
All right.
But thinking about your breathing. Thinking about breath.
Yeah.
And we all know that, taking some deep breaths when you're upset and counting to 10 or taking deep breaths is, these cleansing breaths is great for clearing out, toxins and when you're working out and things like that. But when you think about breathing,
yes,
so often the very first thoughts or words that are going to come out of our mouth are negative. They're going to be, no, I can't, don't, stop it. And it's not going to be pleasant. And so taking that moment, taking a breath in, as you're listening to something or receiving information, if you just take a moment to breathe and pause and listen and think about, okay, this person isn't trying to hurt me. This person isn't really against me. They truly are a friend. They're on my team. And so I think so often we immediately go to the negative. But if we pause and breathe, not hold your breath.
What? You said take a breath in, but I was waiting for my next direction, and there was no more direction.
In through the nose, out through the mouth,
all right.
And just breathe. If you can control
that feels better.
Just some breathing, you get more oxygen to your brain.
Right.
And you pause before you say the first thing that comes to mind, because most of the time, the first thought should just be that, a thought.
Oh, I like that.
Not spoken.
I like that a lot. All right. Here's another one. And we mentioned this in our planning for being successful in another segment earlier today. But visualize that success. You really need to stop and think about it. And this is going to change your attitude. It's going to make you more positive as you visualize success. Ask yourself, what does success look like? And I would challenge you to suggest that it doesn't necessarily have a dollar amount at all. You could be highly successful without having to be filthy rich. Do you know what I mean?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's a whole idea that what we really want it's not the yacht, right? It's not completely displacing our life. It's being successful, who we are, where we are, right here in this moment.
Right.
If who you are right now is a success, then you can only improve on that success. So one of the things that I kind of got hooked on, I watched a season of What Not to Wear.
Oh,
are you familiar with the TV show?
Yeah, I think so.
One of the things that I love about What Not to Wear is they take somebody who's not really happy with their physical body at the moment,
right,
and they try to cover that up with their clothing or lack of style.
Yes.
The thing about what they do on this show is they embrace who you are today. You find beauty in who you are today, success in where you're at today. You can improve on that and make that better. But if you're completely disgruntled with where you are today, you're never going to be content, because more of anything is just going to be more, and it's going to be a distraction.
That's very profound. I like that.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. From What Not to Wear.
From What Not to Wear.
That's what you took away.
That's what I took away.
I think that's brilliant.
It's that logical, linear brain that I have.
But here's and I'll wrap this show up with this. Your logical, linear brain is very much in touch with your feminine and appreciative, creative side. So I think it's a good combination.
Well, if you can find success in this moment, you can build on it.
You found success right here at the Experience Pros Radio Show. We hope that you come back again tomorrow. On behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros Radio Show what it is, we say thank you. Share this show with others. If you're listening to it on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe and share to your social media platforms. We're grateful for that as well. Now we encourage you to do something crazy, a little off the beaten path, if you will. I suggest you give somebody a 20-second kiss. That stands for kindness. Is so simple. See you tomorrow.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.